We are going to just talk briefly about an article that I found out or found and sent in once or twice during our what would you call them, editorial meetings, or
absolutely
whatever you like to call them,
virtual editorial meetings. How about that? We're going to have a VIM.
Yep. And it's an article that is entitled "Cut Meeting Time and Make Grit Happen," GRIT being the acronym, Make Grit Happen. And it's an article, of course, about the dreaded office meeting. And what pops into your mind when somebody said, "Oh, we need a meeting"?
What's the point?
What's the point?
I usually don't bother because it's only meeting with myself.
And I certainly wouldn't want to meet with you.
No,
so,
it's understandable.
Yeah. The inefficient, unproductive and disorganised. Excuse me. But this person, who is it?
Laurie Sudbrink, the founder and presenter of Unlimited Coaching Solutions, who, judging just from her photo, I'm going to say is American.
Do you think the name gives it away, possibly?
And the name, Laurie. Not a lot of British Lauries.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a quick list. To decrease the amount of time you spend in meetings, guys, you need to increase their effectiveness. So productivity increase.
Yep.
We talked about productivity last time.
Yep.
Tried to define it. And here we are. First of all, the first thing, and here's where the acronym I think is interesting. The first thing she says is truth. T for truth. Know the purpose of the meeting. Is it really necessary?
I think that's a place to start.
Isn't it?
How often are we into meetings and you don't know the purpose?
Yeah.
And therefore you're not prepared, and nobody else is prepared. So what do you actually
And
get out of
immediately
it?
you wonder, why are you there?
And actually, if you said to me these days, I would say never, because when people say, let's have a meeting, I always say, what about?
Yes.
And if I don't get an answer, then sorry.
Yeah, an even better answer is not only what about, but what do you want out of that about? So
And
when we
what
finish
do you want
talking
from
about
me?
that,
Yeah.
what's the outcome? And we very rarely. So that would be truth. I for integrity. Stay aligned with the purpose of the meeting and make sure the right people are included. Don't invite people who aren't needed. Because I do know a number of organisations that almost anybody walking down the street gets roped into, "I come to a meeting."
Sounds similar to the email conversation we had earlier.
Yeah,
With
it
does, doesn't it?
CC in every person in the whole universe.
Yeah.
Just in case you have something to say. And
Whether it's relevant or not seems to be.
Why am I
the issue
involved
here,
in
doesn't
this?
it? Why am I involved?
and why has it gone in this direction? Why are we talking about this?
Yes.
I often find myself sitting and think, well, how did we get here?
Yeah.
But there's also stick to the agenda.
Yes.
Drives me mad when people go off agenda.
Yep.
We're here to talk about that. If you want a meeting about something else, send me an email, invite me to a meeting about something else. Sorry, guys, and even when, I have a hobby horse now. You got an agenda with items 1 to 10 on it, and we're on item 3, and they start talking about item 7. No, we're not on item 7 yet. Item 7 comes a little bit after item 3.
6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just be warned if you go to meetings and Mark then.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
But you
For the
know what?
agenda.
I have focused meetings that finish on time. There's one meeting, I can't say which group it is, but there's a meeting that I go to where I'm deputy chairman, and the meetings are usually an hour and a half. Chairman couldn't make it, so as deputy chairman I stepped up and chaired the meeting. 19 minutes.
Brilliant.
Bish, bash, bosh.
I like the idea, and we did try it when I was managing a group, is having meetings standing up. They are a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Right. I bet,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
good idea.
Oh yeah, the whole dynamic changes, and you stay focused when you're all standing, walking, moving around a room.
It's the old getting comfortable idea,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because you're not that comfortable, so you want to get on and do something. So
And
it's
we've
exactly
talked
right.
standing up.
It is,
We've
isn't
talked
it? Yeah.
before about walking meetings.
Yeah.
They are allegedly, I've never had one, I should. Actually, I have had one. But allegedly they are the best way to stimulate ideas and creativity is go for a walk with somebody and have a meeting while you walk.
So letter 3 is R for respect. Be objective and inclusive, and have attendees turn off their gadgets so that they can be present. I mean,
I just find that amazing that people would have the gadgets left on.
but they do, don't they?
They do. It's just scary.
Let's remind the listeners also, though, about the research we read out years ago now, where beware having your phone even on the desk, because even if it's not been consciously noticed by the other party, there is a lot of evidence that They will
Okay.
take a more negative view of you if your phone has been out, even though they couldn't tell you it was there. They've noticed it.
Yeah, subconsciously noticed it. And just having it out sort of implies that even though I haven't taken a call, I might. Otherwise, what would be the point of having it out?
Yeah.
Now, to finish off, grit, the final letter is G, generosity. Set
Okay.
up the meeting for success. Think of all the things that the attendees need to have to be successful. Give the information that they require promptly, but keep things on track. And, this is what I like, impose a disruption fee for anyone who's late, takes calls, texts, or is otherwise distracted. So today, I'd have been making a fortune in our little
and that
meeting.
rather puts pay to the phone then, doesn't it?
Yeah. I know people who would go bust.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah, it's interesting. So you should say finally G for grit, yeah?
G for grit. So that reads TIRG.
Yeah.
In my understanding of the English language,
Maybe I just-
TIRG is not grit, it's TIRG.
Maybe we just need to read it backwards.
Oh no, why did this author write it that way round when all they had to do was reverse that to give you the
Might have
grit?
done it in Australia. It could be upside down at the time.
Well,
couldn't it?
like I
That's-
said,
you see?
I thought they made
Think of
valid
these
points. I
things.
felt more optimistic about going to a meeting having read that
Yes.
article if it was set up in that way than I would otherwise.
Yeah, if it was set up that way, it would be a great meeting. I might suggest that we set up our little meetings. Do you think it's that time?
What, to talk about business?